My friend Peter from Clipper Marine gave me a shout. He said, we've got a Bavaria S40 up here. You ought to come do an aquaholic yacht tour. And I said, I'd love to, because these are a rather cool looking boat. So we're going to do a full tour on this one, but what's interesting is it's out of the water. So I can show you a couple of things that you don't normally get to see. So, for example, when I talk about bow thrusters, I'm talking about this, which is a tunnel in the front of the boat with a propeller inside. And that means that you can actually use that to push the boat sideways. So when you're berthing, that helps you to get actually into the dock. If you go on further back, this is a planing hull, that's why it has these strakes, and that means that the boat lifts up out of the water at speed and skims across the top for better performance. And if we come to the back, these are out drives. So when I talk about boats with out drives, this is what I'm talking about. It's twin engines on this one, and these are duo props, stainless steel, very nice. So they counter rotate on both, and that's what pushes the boat through the water. Also on here there's a high-low platform, and this is the mechanism for it. So this whole thing will drop into the water, so you can carry a dinghy or maybe even a small jet ski or something like that on there. Anyway, let's carry on, head on board, and I'll give you the full tour. As ever, we're going to all areas, so engine rooms, side decks, foredeck, cabins, cockpit, of the lot. Here we go. So this is this high-low platform from the top. And as I say, everything from this line back retracts down into the water on that mechanism. Let's head on inside and I'll show you the cockpit. So in here, it's a really good sized cockpit, and it has the hardtop. As you can see, it's open backed, and there's a big sliding roof section. So all of this will open right up, and this canopy on the back here, that can be removed, or you can just take the sides out if you want to. And that will then act as a bimini top. And then back here there's a great seating area around this table. Let's move this old towel out of the way. So this you can open up for dining on both sides, but also it's on telescopic legs, so you can drop that down, put infill cushions on it, and that makes a big sun pad on the back of the boat underneath this open area once the canopy is off. Now I think while we're back here, we're going to head down the outside of the boat. I'll show you the outside, and then we'll come back in and work our way forward. So down here, it's got really good side decks actually, and I like the way they slope these rails outwards, so you've got a bit more space as you go around. This is a neat touch. They put the fuel filler recessed underneath there, and you can see there's all non-slip on here, which is good. And also there's some nice handrails. As you come onto here, there's a handrail there, and immediately another handrail here, so that helps you around the boat. And this is the top of that sliding roof section, so you can see how big that is. So that all opens right up. Let's head on forward. Now there are sunbathing cushions that go out here, and you can see there's cup holders out here as well, which is a nice touch. And these rails come all the way around to the front. This is quite neat. They've actually tucked the anchor winch completely away, so that's down underneath there. And you'll also notice the water filler is in here as well. That is a good idea, because if you have water fillers on the side deck as well as the fuel fillers, it's really easy sometimes to mix them up, which of course is an absolute disaster whichever way you do it. So keeping those completely separate means it's much harder to do that. Anyway, let's head on back, and I'll take you through the rest of the cockpit and the interior and the engine space. So back down here, like these rails come all the way back around here, and then you've got these steps. Again, make it really easy to work your way around. And the engines, well, they're underneath the floor here. Let's open this one up. I don't know how well you can see these because I haven't got the lights on, but there we go, that's not too bad. These are a pair of Volvo Penta D6 380. They're a brand new engine actually, 380 horsepower each, pair of them of course, and they're giving the boat probably around 40 knots flat out. Cruising range maybe 250 miles at high speed. Also, if you drop the speed right back to displacement speeds, then you will get a lot further. Okay, let's put that back and head on forward. More side access on that side, so you can get on the boat on either side. And another great seating area just here, and that is opposite a wet bar. So in here you've got your barbecue, and there is a sink underneath there, and also underneath this one is a large fridge, so that area is catered for very nicely. Head further forward again, you've got a double helm seat just here. There's a lift bolster, so you can stand or sit at the helm. And these are the sunbed cushions that go out the front. So all of those go up on the foredeck. And this is quite a neat touch as well. So you've got a backward facing seat just here. But if you move these cushions out of the way, this whole seat will cantilever over. And then you've got a really nice double seat right next to the helm. That I think is a rather nice feature. Anyway, let's head on inside. I'll show you the rest of this boat. So nice big wide steps as we go in. I'll slip my shoes off. It's brand new, this one. And that's the interior. So you've got a great seating area over on this side of the boat, and that is opposite the galley. One thing I do particularly like about Bavaria is they put a lot of lighting into them. So you have the overhead lights as you'd expect, but there's also lights, you can just see them down underneath here. They're all the way around here. And that, I think, adds quite a nice bit of ambience to the boat. So your galley is over on this side. There's a big fridge underneath here. It's a ceramic hob, and then these are all drawers underneath here. So there's loads of room to put bits and pieces. Cutlery is in that one. All feels really nice and solid as well. Loads of storage up here too. In fact, I suspect if you wanted, you could probably put a microwave or something like that in there. And then over here is the bin. And of course, this is sinks underneath here. That one there, and that one there. So, master cabin is forward on this boat. That's in here. Big double bed in the centre of the boat. That's really nice. And there's a hatch overhead. So you've got plenty of light and ventilation in here if you want it, as well as these windows in the side, of course. Over on this side, that is storage. And there's a bit more shelving, you can see it here, up around the top. Like these little reading lights they've put in, that's a nice touch. And then over on this side again, more shelving. These blinds that come down here, and in fact there's also blinds across this one. So pull that across, you have got a night screen, and that one is like a fly screen or a mosquito net. So if you are somewhere hot, pull that across and stop the little buzzers coming in. And what else? Wardrobe in here as well. So that is a great place to put a selection of hoodies in a variety of colours. Very nice too. Good, let's head on back a bit further. So the actual toilet compartment on this one is back over here on this side. That's a pretty decent size. You've got obviously toilet and sink here, but then there's a separate shower area behind the screen, and this closes off. That's nice because it means when you're showering in here, of course, you're not getting all this wet, and you can walk out of there into a dry area when you finish. So that's a nice touch. Love these big wide steps. And then finally there is a cabin at the back of the boat. So this is a really good sized cabin. There's loads of headroom as you come into here, and there's this big floor space. There's a settee in here as well, so it's somewhere you can tuck yourself away from the main part if you want to. And there's a wardrobe in here, like so, for things like, I don't know, long sleeve t-shirts for example. They can go in there. You've got windows as well with opening sections, as you can see just there, and more storage just here. So really big drawers. For a second cabin, it's a great size. Obviously the headroom drops just here because you've got the cockpit floor up above, but these are really good sized beds, nice and long, nice and wide, and a little reading lights in here again. And again, you've got that attention to detail of the lighting, so it's across here. As we come further back, it's down underneath the bed as well. That, I think, is a great cabin. Anyway, there we go. Let's go back out here and finish up. Close that one back over. I'll take a seat just here. So that is the Bavaria S40. Thank you to Clipper Marine, the UK Bavaria dealer, for letting me have a look at that one. Hope you enjoyed that tour. If you have to, give the thumbs up a quick click. And if you hit the subscribe button and the little bell, it'll keep you posted of more videos coming. And that's about... Oh, huh, look at that. Alcoholic cushion. What a merch shop are these? I'll put a link in the description. Anyway, that's about it. We will look forward to catching you on the next one. Thanks again. Bye-bye.